Hello, hi everyone. In this live, I'm going to talk about my first BMX bike, in a way. This wasn't my first bike, but this was my first bike in a long time. The bike you see on my thumbnail as you're waiting for my live was my first bike. That's how it looked. Hi everyone, I'm here for about 30 minutes, okay? Let's just talk about my BMX bike. It was I think how you say it is a Chaos Kent bike. Maybe it's Kent Chaos. I think it's a Chaos bike, like the brand's Kent. I brought my bike online. Most of the time I go to the store. Days later, I realized I bought my bike online. I picked out this bike because I really liked it. Like I said, I bought it online, and someone had to come out to the house to fix it. So after buying it online, a man came out to the house so he could assemble and put my bike together. Because at the time I didn't know much. The day he showed up, I let the garage door up, and I left. He began to assemble. This was the bike. If you can kind of see it, like it was on my thumbnail. Wait, let's just change the lighting. It's like that. It's green mainly and black. Green and black. I guess after 25 minutes, I go in there. He's practically done, and he tells me didn't have all the parts. And now I'm like, oh my gosh. I didn't have my brakes, and I didn't have my pegs, and it seemed like a whole lot now. I think that's it. I didn't have my front or back pegs. I didn't have my left or right brake. So I told him, I guess in the rush of my bike, it was fine. Learn from this, not fine. Unless you got to. So bike is paid for, and he leaves, and like a couple moments later, or a day later, I started riding my bike around the neighborhood. Things got better. But I also saw in the midst of riding my bike that I had no brake or pegs, so I couldn't perform that well. Oh yeah, I also had a ramp. He bought me a ramp too. So what I did on my bike was ramp. Not just that, I rode it and I went fast, but I had to use my foot because there was no brakes on my bike. The wires were all out. Like, these are your brakes, and those black things are like out. So it don't work. feel better. It's okay. Trying to see what else happened. So I would speed up and down the street and ride it around my house, the streets around my house. It was good. It was fun. But like I said, if I wanted to speed or have no control, it was difficult. Sometimes my foot, I couldn't slow that bike down. And times I have to be careful with traffic and other cars and stuff. If I wanted to ramp, I couldn't go far because there's no brakes. As how much more speed I have on my bike, because I'm fast and good, I go further, so it's difficult to stop my bike. I had a good bike. That was my first bike in a long time. My BMX bike. Also, I did buy pegs for this bike. In a way, I was just also confused when buying the pegs. I bought, my mom actually mainly bought them. I bought the pegs you screw on. I bought a pair of them. And you could put them on the front or the back, but I didn't really get to use them, these pegs, but I did put them on the bike. And I still have the pegs. Not the bike, but the pegs. The pegs are black. There is a description on the seat of my pegs, and I did read it once, multiple times, but it's like I don't remember what it said. If I look at the picture, I still don't know what it said. I did manage to get me another bike months later after this bike ended, this journey ended. And it has its brakes and it has its pegs, but I bought it in the store. Because that's what I preferred to do. So I decided to do. Guess we'll be wrapping this live up soon. And the last thing, a couple things I'm gonna say is life's a journey. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you get stuff, sometimes you don't get stuff. But I got a bike, but I didn't get the whole package, and I'm sorry for that. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks for coming out to my live and enjoying me too. So, bye.